Have you ever seen a conservative's brain just completely malfunction on live television? Well, if not, then take a look at this clip right here from conservative author Bethany Mandel. Bethany has a new book coming out called Stolen Youth, and she claims in the book, or she claims in the interview, that in the book, she has an entire chapter defining the word woke. So when she appeared this week on The Hill's Rising program, host Briahna Joy Gray asked her point blank, define woke for us. And it was at that point that Bethany Mandel's brain just stopped working. So in case you haven't already seen the viral clip, here it is.
Of Americans consider themselves very liberal, and probably fewer of them consider themselves to be woke. And so, when we talk about traditional...
What does that mean to you? Would you mind defining woke? Because it's come up a couple times, and I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
So, woke is sort of the idea that this is going to be one of those moments that goes viral. Woke is something that's very hard to define, and we've spent an entire chapter defining it. It is sort of the understanding that we need to totally reimagine and redo society in order to create hierarchies of oppression. It's hard to explain in a 15-second soundbite.
Yeah, look, your time.
Well, it's hard to say it in like a 30-second soundbite. Take your time. Brianna Joy Gray gave her all the time in the world, like as much time as you need. Take your time. Define it. What I love about this is that regular viewers here at Fair and Balanced, and of course over at Ring of Fire, I have been calling for people to point blank ask Republicans to their faces to define the word woke for months now. So I am ecstatic that Briahna Joy Gray did exactly what I've said people should be doing. I love it. In fact, the Daily Beast wrote a piece, and their first line was, finally, someone asked the question. We've been wanting someone to do this, someone with the opportunity. Briahna had the opportunity, and she frickin' did it, and she exposed these idiot conservatives for their stupidity. She could not fathom what this means. You literally said you had a chapter in your book devoted to the definition, and you can't even give a quick thing? Oh, it gets dumber, folks. Because a couple hours after the clip went viral, Miss Mandel decided to get on Twitter to explain things away. So here's what she said on Twitter. A bit of backstory. Just before we went on air, Briahna Joy Gray was on a hot mic. I heard her demeaning parenting in general in colorful and nasty terms, stating parents only have kids in order to perpetuate their own narcissism. Robbie, the co-host, responded, there are some good ones and some bad ones. As a mom of 6, including a newborn, this threw me off just a bit. Not an excuse, just a reality. I'm human. As for wokeness, here's an actual definition. Then she gives a definition that is about as dumb as imaginable. So it's like, okay, you had hours and hours and hours and hours to think. And then you're finally like, well, here's the definition. Oh, why? I was confused and distracted because they were having a conversation about something totally unrelated that it just made my brain just fart nothingness. That's the dumbest excuse I've ever heard. Bethany, sometimes the best thing to say, as I always say, is nothing. You don't have to say anything. And your response here is just a whole thread of mockery underneath it, of people making more fun of you. So instead of letting it just die naturally, you made it so much worse with your stupidity and your idiotic definition of what woke means, of which, by the way, no conservative has ever been able to give the same answer. So you're looking like a real idiot now. But that's what conservatives do. More people, I don't care who you are on the left, or if you're an independent journalist, whatever you want to call yourselves, ask Republicans these questions. Make them answer these questions. And she can claim, oh, I'm only human, I get flustered, all she wants. Listen, I've done national TV, I've done international live television hits. I have been hit with some crap way out of left field that I've never heard of, and you roll with it. You do your best. If you can't answer the question, sometimes it's best to say, listen, I'm not familiar with this particular topic that you're asking me about, but, if you want to explain a little more, I'm more than happy to try to give you an answer here. You could have said something like that. Not to mention the fact that, again, I've done national, international, I've done internet shows, I've been with absolute seasoned veterans, and I've been interviewed by newcomers. And every time beforehand, you know what there is in the earpiece? There's crosstalk, there's chit-chat about things totally unrelated to anything your segment is about. And if you can't handle that, having a conversation before you go on the air about something else, then maybe going on the air isn't your thing. Maybe writing books isn't something you should be doing. Clearly, responding to people on Twitter is also not something you should be doing. But she got exposed, and not just her, but the entire idiot conservative ideology around woke, because none of them know what the hell it even means. Hi everyone, this here is little Athena, and Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet, so please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.